Hey guys, Joe here, and today is a one-take firearm video. As you know, I do these a lot, probably once a week, and I also do other videos like on computer stuff and empty soda bottles and this piece of tube. This is a great piece of tube. If you can go out and get this exact piece of tube, I highly suggest you go out and get that piece of tube. But anyways, in November, I had a birthday. I turned old, 41 years old, yes. 41 years old. When you're a teenager, you don't think about what's going to happen when you're 41. I remember back then I always thought 25 was old, and then I thought 29 was old, and then I thought 32 was old, and then I thought 35 was old because that was one of the last discounts you get on your insurance until you get to 65. And anyways, here we are. I'm 41. It's December, and I have one thing to show for it, and that is a really cool birthday gift that my buddy Daniel gave to me. And we're going to be taking a look at this today. This is a AR-15, as you can tell from the fact that it looks like an AR-15, and obviously no magazine in it. You can see light through there. There's no rounds in there. So anyway, this is kind of a weird story because Daniel and I both work at a gun store that he and his father run, and during that time I've gone through lots of guns, not just here on the channel, but just in general. In fact, I have the Glock 21 from the last video that we showed. In fact, it's right here, and I'm doing a video on this in a little bit. But as Daniel knows, I've been wanting to get another AR-15 since I had my pistol, and I got rid of that, and I've had a Diamondback and a couple others since then. But I always get rid of them because when I pay money for things, I tend to sell them to get other things. So Daniel decided to surprise me with this thing, and his justification was, if it's a gift, you probably won't sell it. And he's absolutely right. When something's a gift, I hold on to it. So yeah, he hooked me up with an AR-15 for my birthday, which, wow. Yeah, exactly. So anyways, let's take a look at this thing. For one, the backstory behind this is this Anderson lower, and it's just an Anderson lower chambered in 5.56 or 223, as well as the fact that this was purchased as simply a lower. It was not purchased as a rifle. It was not purchased as a pistol. It means that I can actually convert this thing from a pistol to a rifle or a rifle to a pistol, but that's besides the point. I bought these back when Virginia might have had a problem with AR-15 ownership in the state of Virginia, and I wanted to make sure I owned some AR-15 parts, or at least the lower, which is the gun of a AR-15, before any sort of ban came into place. And I bought two of them, had one turned into a pistol, which Daniel built for me, and you've seen it on this channel. If I remember after this gets uploaded, I'll put up a card for that. But it was a custom Cerakoted one that a friend of mine Cerakoted, and I wound up having him sell that because some other stuff came up and I paid for that, so figured might as well sell it. And I gave him this lower at the exact same time and said, hey, sell this lower for me, and he just held on to it. And over time he's put together a pretty nice AR-15, and he did a lot of things I would have done to it, and had I built this myself, or purchased the parts myself. So this is again, Anderson lower. It's just a regular plain old lower. However, it's got I'm not sure, because I don't think this is an Anderson upper. I think it's a Strike Industries upper. Not 100% sure. It's a Strike Industries handguard, and it is M-LOK, but he put some really nice grip rails on there. And he did put a quick disconnect on this side, and I have a piece of Picatinny rail that he gave me for the other side, so if I want to mount something there. And I will be mounting a angled foregrip on this thing. Even though I don't usually use one, it'll be nice for when I'm standing, because he also put some cool-ass parts on this thing. Again, it's chambered in 223 or 5.56, so that's really cool. And it has, you know, a Strike Industries flash suppressor or flash hider or just muzzle device, whatever you want to call it. Has quick disconnects for the sling, and I have the sling for it. I just took it off for the purpose of the video. As you can see on the top here, it has a primary arms ACSS. Yes, ASSC. It's a Cyclops reticle, and it does light up. It has a red, helps when you can actually see it, and turn it on. Okay, there you go. Has a red dot or red light up reticle, which I doubt you can see. Can you see in there? No. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. See. No. Angles. The eye relief is hard to do at this angle. Anyways, it's got a light up reticle, ACSS. It's a ×1 scope, and it's really nice. Primary arms make some nice stuff on there. So that's pretty nice. As you can also see, it has canted sights, and these are not just like cheap ones. These are actually, you know, steel canted sights. So you can go red dot into there. So you have that option. And I do have a magnifier, which I will be putting on here. I'll just be moving this up probably 1 or 2 slots, and then I will put the magnifier on here behind the red dot, so then I'll have magnification as well. It has a Magpul stock on it, and it is a stock because this is in the rifle configuration. Has a BCM, charging handle on the back, extended on the one side. Standard bolt carrier, standard trigger assembly, although it does feel a little bit lighter than a mil-spec one. And yeah, pretty nice piece overall. And yeah, I'm really digging it. He gave me a couple of nice Magpul mags with a, you know, connector so that you can run dual mags in it. And I actually mag hold anyways when I'm shooting, you know, offhand. So yeah. That's pretty cool. Let's pop the top off and show you why these things are so convenient to have. Compared to some rifles, even an AK-47 seems a little bit complicated in comparison. Let's go ahead and lock it back so we can, once again, make sure there's nothing in there. Yep, we're good. Go ahead and do that so that we can take it apart. And AR-15s, they just come apart with 2 pins, one here, one there. So you just push them out. And then from this side, you just pull them out. And they should be captive. And on this one they are. And then, boom. The entire barrel and the upper part come together as one. Which is why, if I want to, I can actually get another upper with a pistol barrel. And I would just need to change out the buffer tube and the stock for a pistol brace and a pistol buffer tube. And then I could run a pistol configuration. So I could put, they actually sell a 6-inch 300 blackout, and I thought that would be kind of cool to have that as a pistol caliber and run that in the truck or car, and a 7.5-inch 5.56. So if I decide to go either way, I have that availability. But anyways, once you pop the top off, it's really easy. You just pull back on your charging handle, and your charging handle can come out, and your bolt carrier group. So you can clean that, lube it up, do whatever you need to. It needs to be able to move freely. If it doesn't, it can cause some issues. And then you can also clean inside here. So that's really awesome and neat and easy. Reassembly is exactly the opposite. Yeah, I can go into more depth and like disassemble the entire bolt carrier group, but I don't need to do that for the sake of a just showing off a gift that my buddy got me video. But once you do that, you can see it'll snap back into position, and you just take it, line up your pins and your tube and everything. Go ahead and line them up and push your pins back in. Couldn't be much more simpler than that. And you are back in action. So yeah, it's really cool. I'm keeping an eye out. Hopefully I can get a bundle deal on some ammunition. Ammunition right now, as everybody knows, 5.56 is pretty expensive. Green Tip is, I just got an email from Cheaper Than Dirt. Man, they are being insane. They want $2 a round for Green Tip. I know a place where I can get it for $1 a round, but I also know that every now and then Sig Sauer is doing a 500 round box or crate or however they're shipping it for $230. So if I can get one of those, that's a little bit under 50 cents a round. So that's what I'm waiting for and hoping to get. But once we do that, we're going to take a full box of 500 out to the range and have some fun with it, because these magazines hold 30 rounds, and when you can hold 30 rounds in a magazine and you have 2 of them, that's 60 rounds right there. So needless to say, that could go quickly. So, but yeah, once we get some time to go out to the range, I hope to take this out there and have some fun with it, do a little bit of shooting with it, and yeah, just kind of see how I can do with it. I'm pretty accurate with an AR-15 because the AR-15 is a pretty accurate platform. So how's that for justifying it to myself? But yeah, steel sights I'm pretty good, 150 yards or so. But with a magnifier and a good sight, maybe we can take it out. I think that range goes out to like 300 or 350 yards, and I don't shoot that far normally. Normally I'm usually just doing pistol shooting and doing self-defense shooting, but I want to start shooting out farther and maybe do some more stuff with my Winchester 3030. Pretty accurate with that, and that's got just a keyhole or peephole sight and a hooded front blade. So yeah, long distance shooting with steel sights. Maybe I'll do a video on that too. So that's about it. If you like that one, maybe consider getting a hold of Liberty Arms down in Harrisonburg, Virginia. Tell them that you saw one of his builds here on the video and with me, and you maybe want to see about getting one built. Not sure if the availability of parts will be better than the availability of completed rifles, but if there is the availability, I'm sure they'll hook you up. So look them up, Harrisonburg, Virginia, down in the description below. Check that out. Watch my other videos. I'll do another video because I have some card testing to do, and I'll put all that up. So I'm going to do all that. I'm going to go to bed because it's very late and I got to get up early to return or bring him a couple of things, because things like the Glock 21 that you're going to see a video on is going up for sale. So yeah, thumbs up, comment, all that good stuff. And as always, I'll talk to you later. Off with you!